You're listening to RadioVegas.rocks, and this is the Greasy Conversation Talk Show.
Yeah.
It's happening. Welcome. Welcome, Freakmaster.
You got sound effects and shit?
Yeah.
Man, my show sucks.
We got this shit. There's like all kinds of adventures.
Is that like something you bring in here, or is that like part of the studio?
No, this is a song we like played the music on.
Well, no, I was talking about the gadgets.
Yeah, I mean, I'm leaving this here, but it's oh, I ended it abruptly. Hey, there we go. You guys, check it out. This is the submarine of knowledge, and we're totally going to learn and grow together, and it's going to be magical.
Well, great. I'm looking forward to that because I need to learn a lot, apparently.
Oh, you know what?
I don't know what was.
I hit the wrong button.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
I'm streaming on RadioVegas.rocks, and it's the Greasy Conversation Talk Show.
Good morning, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Is that what we're broadcasting this time?
Good morning, Vietnam.
Yeah.
I'm going old school with that one.
Yeah, hell yeah. I remember that flick.
Not old school enough.
How old school do you want to go?
I don't even know.
Are you not entertained?
Oh, man.
So do you know what article we're looking at first? I mean,
I do. So first, I grabbed this because the headline, I just saw the headline real quick. And it says, father admits to staging home invasion to cover up his theft of daughter's Girl Scouts cookie sales. But I didn't see the sales on it. And I just thought he was covering up his theft of cookies. So I thought he had like a major like Thin Mints addiction. And like just stole all of his daughter's Girl Scout cookies.
The mints are pretty good.
Yeah, they are. But still, this dude just straight up like faked a home invasion and called the cops and said he got into a fight in a scuffle with some dude and he chased him away because he like stole $700 from his daughter's Girl Scout cookie sales. And then eventually, the cops started digging into it, and of course there was no robbery, there was no home invasion, and he staged the whole thing because he wanted to cover up for it. And the Girl Scouts are going after him now.
Meth is a terrible
legally,
thing.
Right? Like apparently,
sounds like that situation.
Yeah, the dude. I mean, yeah, he looks like he could be on the beginnings of a bender.
Mething around all the time.
Yeah,
Like it's a verb now. He's mething his way around.
Yeah,
There's a picture of him. Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
Okay.
next to a stack of Thin Mints. So ridiculous.
There you go.
Dude, Brian.
He looks like he needs meth.
Right? Maybe he want to eat so many Girl Scout cookies.
It looks like one half of his face got more than the other.
Yeah, I wonder if he's like, oh shit, they're not gonna believe I got in a scuffle with some home invader. He's like, so I just gotta punch myself in the eye.
Yeah.
And he did it like really half-assed, and he's like, okay, that kind of looks like I got in a fight.
I'll use my left hand so it looks more realistic.
This dude.
So it looks like someone's right hand got me.
Yeah, I wonder what he had to it had to be a drug addiction or like gambling or something that he's got to steal from his daughters.
Hookers.
Yeah, that too. I mean, maybe dude just likes a good time.
This kid just has better money management than he does.
I guess so.
He's
He's like,
leaning in.
yeah, just like, no, I need the Girl Scout money. I got to pay the bills.
My daughter Girl Scout's making better money than I am.
Right? Oh, man. Just the shit that some parents do, man.
He looks like he owns a successful trailer place that rents trailers.
Yeah.
Just rents them.
Yeah, just rents them. Never gets them back. No, he's not very good at that business there. Just because they're your parents doesn't mean they're not shitty people. Always remember that.
That was a truth stinger.
Yeah, that's like a lesson I feel like people learn way too late, and they put up with tons of shit from like terrible parents. Where you hear stories about like parents stealing their kids' identities and shit to get credit cards and all kinds of crazy shit, man.
Yeah,
I'm glad
bonus
my kids are
lesson.
smarter than that. They know better than to steal my identity. They're paying their own child support.
Yeah.
Right?
You should be so lucky that they can help you with your identity son.
Thanks,
no,
kids.
They're all old enough that they're paying other child supports now on their own.
Oh, man. Damn. All right, what else we got? Oh, yeah, this one. All right. Scientists may have found the root cause.
That fits, right?
Yeah.
With your timing?
Scientists may have found the root cause of autism.
Yeah, and it's
Is
not
it vaccines?
No,
It's totally vaccines. They were right the whole time. No, it's not even close. No, it just seems that there's some genes that are responsible for creating a larger number of synapses in the brain, which are just connections between neurons and shit. And that's it.
their particular flavor of it, then it can be like totally better. And if you have extra synapses going on, that's like bonus synapses. If it's like
Yeah, well, there's
controlled.
totally like, savants
Yeah, for sure.
that like do crazy ass shit, man. Like there's that one dude, he seems to be a savant in several things, but it's the guy who like recited till, I don't know, like the 10,000th digit of pi or something. And just from memory. Just ridiculous. But he does a lot of other stuff. I don't know. I saw this one dude, he could like read 2 books at the same time, like with each eye, and fully comprehend and memorize what he was reading from like each page.
Dang.
Yeah. Crazy.
On a side note, what are we streaming on?
Everything.
Yeah. So you can go to waz.lol, just type it in your browser. You can find Greasy Conversation on YouTube or Twitch. We're also broadcasting right now on radiovegas.rocks with the audio, and the radiovegas.rocks YouTube page and the Twitch for that too. But they don't have the live news on the screen. It's the only difference.
Ah,
Which you just see this crazy blurry kid is all it's... That's autism. Your children are blurry.
Yeah, it turns out that's all it is. They're just giant blurs. Nice. No, it's cool though. They actually did an experiment with mice and like isolating these genes and turning them off.
There we
Did I do that?
no, yeah, there's a new sound effect you didn't even know you had.
Yeah.
It's a copyright violation sound effect.
Where they like isolated the same genes and turned them off in mice, and then the mice that they turned them off in had more synapses than their brethren, and those synapses affect stuff like learning, communication, all that. So definitely explains it, but more
Yeah.
research to be done.
Bonus synapses going off can get in the way of like learning stuff the same way that most people might. But then you can like bonus learn and be like that guy that shoots the lasers out of his eyes on X-Men, but like of thinking, the autism version.
Yeah, laser eyes.
Laser kid.
Laser dude.
Laser dude. Totally.
No, it would be cool to like find out and just like train autistic individuals to be like extreme specialists at like whatever they love to do.
I know.
And it's like then you have like math geniuses just solving like crazy shit, like no problem. They're like, oh yeah, Good Will Hunting. I love that movie.
This is like a roundabout pitch for universal basic income again.
Yeah.
Because everyone has UBI, then people can just fully specialize in what they're made to do and just get it done, and at least have their food and rent handled until they can be awesome enough that it pays the bills at it.
Yeah, and then reinvest in society. That sounds reasonable.
Almost suspiciously reasonable.
Yeah. All right, so
What up, Josh? Junior Ska Boss from Viva Ska Radio. Enjoyed your show. He did a little bonus time before us, and I'm just shouting you out. Hi.
It's like we got a quarter of the station all here right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because we never interviewed, so we forgot to mention that you've got a show on the station, too.
Well, they don't even know who I am because we weren't streaming when you introduced me.
Oh, yeah.
So nobody knows who I am.
Hey, but the device that they're hearing the stream on is very capable of giving even clickable links to who you are. But it's Freakmaster.
Hey, what's up?
And when is your show time?
Thursdays, 6 to 9. Therapy with Freakmaster Shannon.
Therapy with Freakmaster Shannon.
Hell yeah.
I love that that's the title of it, because I love the theme that you've got going on with your show.
I try to, I'm an asshole with a positive message.
Yeah.
Kind of
Awesome.
thing. I just kind of do my thing, but yeah, I like to, I like to try to, we all have life problems, man. I don't care who you are, how pretty you are, how ugly you are, how sexy you think you are, how rich, where you come from. We all have the same damn problems. We maybe just be different levels or whatever, but I like to let people know that they're not alone. You're not the only one out there that's going through this. You don't, it's not the end of the world. You're not, there's no reason to, commit suicide or something over some chick you lost or your boyfriend or, any of that dumb stuff. So,
or anything that can feel fatalistic in the time, but never remains that way.
Yeah. We all go through ups and downs, and sometimes there's more downs than ups, and sometimes more ups. You just got to learn how to, keep on keeping on.
Yeah. Cause there is no always, and there is no, is all the way anything. There's all these pretty shades of gray and things. And to like embrace and such.
Yeah, if nothing else, embrace the darkness, man.
Yeah, and then you can travel through it rather than staying in it.
Instead of like arguing or running from your demons, dance with them. Totally. Dance with your demons. Figure it out. Play the game. That's what it's about. We got to get out there and outsmart.
Yeah.
However it is like these are obstacles we come across.
That concept of embracing things, and the idea of like just pushing through a wave rather than just enduring it. I love that just as a way to approach things when something's out of your control, to just embrace it and wait it out.
Yeah, there's
fortify.
There's that saying is like, well, you can't beat them, join them. So if some keep just kicking your ass, go, all right, well, let's how do we change this? How do we flip this around to be beneficial? So now I'm going to get on that side of it. Like I said, dance with your demons instead of fighting them.
Totally.
And because then when you're dancing with them, then they'll let their guard down, and then that's where you come in and turn this shit around, and then bam, you're back to where you need to be.
Yeah. So we're trying to provide that electronic kick in it, the digital kick in it for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you could end up like this dude. No, go ahead. Hit that stinger.
This dude.
Slam that stinger. And that's
we
the
have
perfect,
this dude moments.
That's the perfect one for this dude. All right. Revenge of the incel. This dude, so a 19-year-old woman was hospitalized after she was stabbed by a guy because she didn't want to date him.
So skeevy.
Yeah. They both apparently went to the same church, and he ended up stabbing her in a Taco Bell, dude.
Being in the Taco Bell, it's just
Yeah.
just a bad look for Taco Bell.
Like getting rejected in a Taco Bell. Maybe that was like if it was at church or something, it might have been cool. But like I guess being rejected in a Taco Bell is
I
like
took you
too
to
much.
The Bell.
Yeah, right.
Sounds
we are in the Bell.
Sounds like the English to my show.
But no, it was I guess she's doing all right. But dude got charged with it's a lot. 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, inflicting serious injury, and 6 accounts of assault with a deadly weapon. And he's in jail on $500,000 bail. So dude ain't getting out.
This reminds me of Halt, like the thing where you never want to make a decision or make any moves when you're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired.
Yeah. No, that's some like grade A advice. Most of the time, like if you just like eat and sleep it off, like you'll feel way different about a situation.
Yeah, next time you're feeling assaulty, eat the Taco Bell first. You're already there.
Right?
That's how we could have turned this all around.
Like that's the thing, like being hungry really affects your mood and decision making, and it's not something people think about all the time because we always think like I'm in total control of all my actions and decisions all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm not a little puppet of my brain that does a lot
I've
of
never been that hungry that I decided like I'm gonna stab somebody.
Never been assault hungry?
Exactly. Yeah, no.
Oh, man.
Neither have I.
I've been hungry. I'm like, I could kill for a burrito. Not really, but
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'll just like speak at someone harshly to give me my burrito faster.
yeah,
Like not stabby. Yeah.
You guys are so lucky not to get that assault hunger. 'Cause I tell you don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like to just want to just eat a human being. You're that hungry.
That's
It's like,
another
I'll
level
just
of
kill
hangry.
This
Yeah,
person.
totally. Like what was that? You told me what some dude like got irate in a drive-thru because they
Yeah.
didn't have like Coke or
They're
whatever.
out of Coke, and he just threw the car into reverse with my car still in the way of his car. It's
Man.
freaking scary.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Just shit's people be flipping out, man. Just eat some food and chill.
Yeah,
Like,
have an
people
apple.
be tripping.
like nothing can be that serious, man. Like people get rejected all day, every day.
No, but you like, especially social media now. You see all these people that flip out. They might, because they didn't have large fries or something, so they, punch the person working at McDonald's or whatever. It's
oh
like,
yeah.
it's like, man, calm down.
I don't know if that happens like more if it's just happening the same amount. But we just know about it now because people record that shit now when it happens, and they're like, "World star."
I think that's a factor, though. It's that world star factor that, like, there's things that happen less than they used to because anyone can take a video of it. But every time it happens, we all know.
Yeah, right. Or people like they just have that in the back of their mind. They want to go viral and be like that guy. They're like, yeah, I was in that video, and yeah.
But you know,
I know I got arrested, but you know,
they don't have a white version of World Star because it'd be boring.
I don't know, man. Soccer moms get crazy sometimes.
I thought it, like, yeah, it seems like it all ends up on there. If you really like follow the channel, it's a blend.
Yeah, it's just anything, any like ruckus people. It just like ends up. Like I saw some video recently, and it was like it was some like middle school basketball game, and like all the parents got down off the bleachers in the middle of the court and like rumbling. I'm like, damn.
The thing is, from our lens, we just interpret more culture and like musicality to it when it's black people getting crazy. We just like think it's more artistic. We just so much of like
it goes to a better beat.
Yeah, exactly. So much of white culture is stolen from black culture that we just assume that like they're doing the next thing that we're gonna do. Oh, that's a thing now. I have to slap this guy.
Well, that's why all the soccer moms are trying to be cool now. They're like,
yeah, right.
They're like, all the cool kids are doing it.
Oh man, nice. I love it.
Meanwhile, they're just laughing at us, slapping each other.
Right.
Like dumb whitey.
They fell for it.
Oh yeah, this one was crazy. Apparently, people are stealing Komodo dragons.
Yeah.
Off of Indonesia's famous Komodo Island, which I find weird and hard to believe because, like, first of all, those things are big.
I don't know, but even that weird animal people though that just have to have exotic animals and stuff.
Yeah, I guess so. But how are you like who's Well, I guess it was like a ring of people. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how the hell do you smuggle Komodo dragons? First I thought it was just like individual, or like a couple people go and they're like, all right, put them in the bag. I'm like, no, that thing ain't going in a fucking bag.
The wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
I don't know, what do you sedate it?
Dude, those things are like 6 feet long or some shit, man. They're huge.
Yeah, they're not little.
I bet you Siegfried and Roy and Mike Tyson both have one.
Oh.
Yeah, Mike Tyson has 2.
Oh yeah, Mike Tyson probably would have 2.
Plus he's
They'd
got all his
have to.
pigeons.
Yeah. Man,
No, I just-
hogging their Komodo dragons. They gotta like get that zoo action going. We can pet one.
I guess they were selling them for about 35 grand.
It's like,
Damn, that's expensive
it's
lizard.
that dragon money.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. That's
I'm sure like some exotic lizards are expensive already, but I guess there's a lot of misconceptions I was reading while like digging into this. But like you've always heard that like they have poisonous bites, or they have like really hefty bacteria that like kills their prey. So if they can't like catch their prey, if they're chasing like a
Then
horse
its
or
mouth
something.
bacteria gets up in the wounds of the prey.
Yeah, which isn't true apparently.
It's not?
No.
Oh.
It seems that they like replace their
That's a
teeth
cool
all the
story.
time, so they don't get any like rotting food in their mouth. So they have pretty clean mouths actually.
Oh.
But it turns out if they like bite something, what usually happens is the creature like gets infected anyway,
It just
and then
would
dies,
anyway.
and then the Komodos just like jump on it and rip it apart.
The regular old infection then.
Yeah, crazy man. Who the hell?
You guys, you know what I want? Okay. Think in your mind your exotic animal if you had that wealthy smuggle money. Because I got
man.
mine picked.
See, I don't know if the one I want. I don't know if I have to smuggle it though.
That's okay. We'll allow it.
I think they're rather affordable.
What's yours? I got mine ready already.
I've been watching a lot of videos with sloths in them.
Oh yeah, there you go.
They're cool, and they make these weird little noises, and just like they hang upside. They're real curious, and they hang upside down, like almost fall off trying to check things out. They're like, "What the hell's that?" And
I might like yours better than mine even. The sloth's a good pick.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about them running away like ever.
you pretty much don't remember them doing anything.
I didn't know they made a little sound.
Yeah, look up sloth videos. They're great. There's a baby sloth sanctuary, and I watch the videos all the time, and they're just so cool. They like I said, they're curious as all hell. You know, it just takes them forever to get there. But
yeah.
But they're like, hey, what's that over there? We'll find out next week.
Media recommendation, you guys. Baby sloths.
Yeah.
If this show just became useful in this moment, particularly, we just made sure we're useful to you right now.
I don't know how
That
useful
baby
it is,
sloth tip.
but you know, it's something entertaining before you're going to bed. Watch
Yeah.
some cute little baby sloths make
Well, that's what I want to get out of the show, and shows that I want to be similarly, like, emulate or whatever, is this little nibbles of like, oh, that's good for my week. sloth time. This is going to be a week where I'm
Sloth
going to
time.
remember sloths are a thing.
We can start a
The
show.
little things.
Slosh with wasps.
Sloths with Waz. It's unusually hard to say. It's the clunkiest name. But you guys, mine is capybaras. You seen them? It's like a giant rat.
Oh yeah, they're like those big.
It is the
Yeah.
world's largest rodent.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, yeah. I know what
And
you
they're
mean.
tailless, so they're like this big funny butt, like this weeble wobble.
Yeah,
but
they're out of Africa, aren't they?
Yeah. There's something that the crocodiles eat in Africa.
Oh, damn.
So there's somebody's food.
Yeah. And so they're just these chill giant rats, and the way their eyebrows look, they look really like cool dudes. They're just like, they look high all the time.
Yeah. Nice.
They don't move in a hurry either.
They're not in a big rush.
They just lie around and then eat things sometimes.
Super chill.
Kinda
I don't know,
bumble
man. I kind of want to go with a kangaroo.
Nice.
Kangaroos are assholes, though.
Yeah, if I could, if
But
it
that'd
would,
be
if
part
it
of
would
the
listen,
charm.
if it would listen to me, but I
can
know it
make it
won't.
fetch.
Like in a fantasy world, other than that, like a koala. I'd
You'd
go for a
have fun
koala.
with it anyway, even not listening to you.
Koalas are cool, but I hear they're really nasty
Yeah,
because
probably.
they just sit in trees and sleep and shit on themselves.
Yeah,
And they're like, I guess they get like bugs and stuff that live in them, and
They
you
eat
know,
a plant that's poisonous to everything
Yeah.
else because they're just like, I'll take this one then.
yeah, and
Yeah.
they don't care. But they're like, yeah, from what I understand, they like versus like sloth. You think a sloth would be, nasty, but the sloths they say are actually pretty clean for the most part, and even though they're slow and stuff like that, but like
They just don't get into much.
Yeah, well, koalas sit in the same spot for like a week,
Oh, jeez.
and they just poop on themselves and sleep. It doesn't sound like such a bad life when you really think about it, but
yeah, you don't have to worry about
But as a
that. Yeah,
pet, it's like, oh, you want a pet to move around for you.
yeah. Oh man,
Well, it's
they
like-
make like koala diapers that I could just.
Well, it's like
I'm
a-
not changing that though.
well, but that's where like people get like, I want a pet snake. Like, cool, let's just watch it sleep.
I know.
It's like, hey, where's it
Yeah.
at? It's under the rock.
Plus, like their cages like hella stink, dude. Like,
Yeah.
snake cages hella stink, man.
My ex had two big ass boas that she'd dance with, and it was like,
Other than that,
dude,
though,
what
they
the hell
just
they
hang
do?
out, yeah.
They just every now and then they move around, like, hey, what's up, Snakey? And hit the window, and they kind of just.
You never just let them
You
like
don't know if
roam
they're
around.
No, not really. We put them on the couch every now and then. Like for a while, I was kind of creeped out by them. Not that I had anything wrong with snakes, but
Free house snake.
when
just
you got a
goes nuts.
6-foot boa, that's you're like, he could eat me if I'm not paying attention.
Right?
And I know she would get bit by him, so I was like, it took me a
Oh,
little
man.
bit. But they were cool though. Like when you just like had them and you're out and just like chilling with them, you're like, I'm badass. I got a snake around my neck now.
Right.
But then when you're at home, I was like a little bitch. Like I ain't touching it because it might bite me.
Or worse yet, it musks on you and it's like sweat stink all over you.
Oh yeah.
The stink sweat they do.
So maybe you like fall asleep with it on the couch and it just like wraps around your neck. You're like, fucked.
Oh man, I left the chat up and limited edition Kovas. Toss that in. Hey, looking forward to some sweet tunes with you tonight too. Koalas are nasty. They eat eucalyptus leaves like no tomorrow, and their piss is like acid and can leave a bad burn. Their piss can burn your skin.
Dude, I totally
You
regret my
guys.
decision.
So don't get any undercar
Whoa.
pain either.
Oh, I'll
Man.
take your that koala that you ordered before you heard about this. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Because I want an animal that can piss acid.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
super koala.
I
That's
was
like,
that's just
X-Men
like,
koala.
That's like a superhero thing.
right?
Oh man.
Acid piss man.
This table's plugged into something.
Oh, that's for the up and down.
Well, for the fucking. I was like, for the up and down. Well, yeah, it has arrows on it.
We can IKEA ourselves up and down.
I didn't know if that was
Magic
volume
table.
or something.
It's the volume of our table. Oh,
Yeah, I was like, really fucking fancy.
It's like a
The new
metaphor.
studio's fancy.
Volume, yeah. RadioVegas.rocks, you guys. We couldn't have done it without our sponsors like Kicker Audio. Kicker Audio provided these headphones. Hey, way to like lean into perfect. We learned some stuff. We can talk about some sponsors now.
Yeah, totally.
We earned it.
It's heading into that.
We freaking earned it. Zip Fizz is really great. I'm all full of Zip Fizz right now. All zipped up, and then
I'm still trying to get PBR to sponsor my show.
it's
They
it's an
should.
inevitability.
They should.
One day.
If I talk about it enough, eventually somebody in a higher ranking PBR official will hear about it.
For sure.
What you got to do is you got to start talking about them and then pull it back. Do the takeaway, and be like, oh, my favorite beer You guys know what it is, but I would
Make 'em
tell
want
you.
it.
So what you're saying is I got to dick tease PBR.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're like, everyone, I know all y'all drink.
Just give him just a tip and
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
you better be putting out PBR if you want the whole thing.
Or we'll just drink Cold Cock Whiskey, because Cold Cock Whiskey sponsored us. I might be saying this too fast. Cold Cock Whiskey, that's a delicious herbal whiskey, and the hangover time is much less of a deal when... I can't guarantee that, but I meant
Depends
to
on how
say...
much you drink.
I know,
Yeah.
but with the drinking it, I meant to say it's like, when you drink it and you don't have a liking it, this alcohol is great for when you're drinking it and you don't have a liking it.
Was that English?
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's good to be chased by PBR.
It's going to totally make you talk like me with Cold Cock Whiskey.
All
And
right.
then you've got some actual spots queued up, yeah?
Yeah. Let's head into that.
We'll have a little commercial chug.
Yep.
Hey everybody, Crazy Jay from the Rockin' Comedy Show. There's a lot of talk right now about new year, new you. What about new you, old car that needs to look new? If you've been listening to Radio Vegas.rocks for the past couple of months, then you know all about Angel Wax and how amazing this product really is. We've been telling you about it, people have been buying it, and it's only gonna get better. So what do I mean by that? How about Tommy Davis, the man behind Angel Wax? He's getting ready to start an invasion. An invasion you're going to want to be a part of. Public hands-on demos, and they're going to bring the brand out to more people in the public eye, and more people are going to know about it. That means more beautiful looking cars on the road. Angel Wax, check it out online. Check them out on Facebook. Order yours today. Mention RadioVegas.rocks. You're not going to be disappointed. If you're a car buff who loves to spend the weekend or a lot of time detailing your car, you need to get all products from Angel Wax, and you need to order them today.
Yay, Angel Wax! Angels flying around and waxing your car with their baby's breath, breathing on your car and making it so clean. Angel Wax.
Hey everybody, Crazy Jay with you. I get a lot of people complimenting me on my funny t-shirts all the time, and they want to know where I get them. The best place to go is $6shirts.com. That's right, $6 t-shirts. Unbelievable. And they have a wide variety of funny shirts to choose from. Parody shirts, inappropriate shirts for work, whatever you're looking for, you can find it at $6shirts.com. I love the selection, and if you know me, I have an endless supply of funny t-shirts. So you got to check out $6 shirts. And if you get 10 t-shirts, it's going to cost you $50. It's a great deal. I love $6 shirts, and once you get your first shirt, you're going to love them too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shirts.
We
The
did
best
it.
thing about wearing shirts is hiding those nipples. Hide them.
Yeah. 'cause
Hide them
it's-
because we're on Twitch now, and you know the rule about Twitch.
Oh man. Can't even do fake nipples. Like, what if you had a shirt that was just a white shirt with like nipples on it, like screen printed on it? You'd probably get busted.
For sure, because
Yeah.
it's a visual. There's no like 3D scanning of the reality of the nipples.
Yeah, it's just
So-
like really rudimentary nipple AI.
Rudimentary nipple AI. That's right. Hey, shout out to Yoshi too, who hollered about Cyclops. Cyclops is the name of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, Laser Kid.
Yeah. Laser eyes. Old
Alright.
scummy laser eyes. And they always screw them up in the movies and make them like, I don't know. Who cares?
They always screw up old Laser Eyes.
Yeah, they should just call them laser eyes in the movies.
Hey, so we have like a chat subject request moment thing.
Oh,
That means we our buddy Yoshi wants to know what's
Yoshi.
it's not the same one.
Are you sure?
I promise.
I don't know. I know a lot of people.
Okay. So your
Maybe.
buddy Yoshi wants to know what's the last fight you remember.
Like what kind of fight? Argue fight? Like fight with your girlfriend?
You
phone
can pick.
fight?
No, we can choose, you guys. I've got a fun one to like grease you in. So the last fight I remember, I have a friend that I went to high school with, an amazing drummer who happened to have a ton of family in the Philippines where his genes came from. So he was visiting them in the Philippines, and there's this cousin, and he saw his cousin reach into this rafter when they were just hanging out outside a friend's house and just put something into a cigarette box. He didn't know what the heck was that? Didn't question it. They were walking on this other trail, and his cousin put his hand on the fence real quick, but really quick, like slapped his hand on the fence and seemed to pull something off of that. Not as much of a fence as like one of those wooden pole kind of gate. I guess that's called a fence too.
It's a fence.
Holler in the chat if you think that qualifies as a fence. Anyway, and he puts that in a little box too. And then later that evening, everything had calmed down. They cleared off a tree stump, and the young people gathered around, and my friend saw what had been prepared for that day, which was a battle between a praying mantis and a big spider. And they battled, and I forgot which one wins. So, like, you can find out at home if you want to.
Only in Southeast Asia can you tell that story.
Only with insects can you encourage prize fighting. If it was mammals, it'd be really horrible.
Right.
Don't prize fight mammals, you
I don't know.
guys.
Depends on the spider. I'm gonna always go with the praying mantis are badass.
Yeah.
Like I said, depending on the spider.
You might have to YouTube this, but I mean, I don't know how much you value insect souls, because I know like chickens, they like think more, and those little dinosaurs, you're not supposed to fight them, even though they've got that dinosaur eye. So we know the dinosaurs were birds, and chickens, they bop around all dinosaur looking. It makes so much sense. But bugs, I don't know. Basically, I'm kind of prodding on the ethical boundaries of insect fighting and what you guys think. I know spiders aren't insects either, but you get what I'm saying.
Oh, insect fighting, I think that's a pretty fair game. I haven't come across anybody protesting the rights of insects yet.
Yeah, we need to pass some like insect fighting legislation now. I know in like Japan they do I think Goliath beetle fights or something.
If we send that information to Trump, maybe he could do that, make some people happy.
Let me solve this thing that isn't a problem.
There we go.
All right. Last fight, I don't know. I got in a fight in like 4th grade, but I'm pretty much a pacifist and try to solve problems without fighting. But, fights with the girlfriend, whatever. Fights with cats and shit.
Yeah, try to run away, except a lot of animals.
Yeah, plus I don't ever just hang around people, so that probably is a reason why I don't get into fights. All right.
I'm not much of a fighter myself. I'd let either that or let other people do it. I got actually my last good
Let
fight.
other people do it.
Well, because I walk around like with with people in my car club, and I got some guys that are bigger than me, and so he fucks with me, so they jump up there. And I think the last really good fight I was in, I was like just
what makes it a good one?
Plastered on. I've been drinking. My friend used to be the manager of the La Bayou on Fremont, and they had the big mixed drinks. I get the double shots, and I was down there for a truck show that was going on in Fremont, and so I spent like literally from like 8 o'clock in the morning till sometime at night drinking all day because I am a raging alcoholic, and I saw this couple walking, and I just thought it would be very nice of me to compliment this guy's girlfriend. I don't exactly remember what I said, but apparently he didn't like it.
Yeah.
He gets in my face. I'm like, dude, I'm complimenting a girlfriend. It's cool. We're just having a good time. And then he punches me, and I fall down because I was just talking shit. I was having a good time. I didn't care.
Yeah.
And all my friends like, oh, dude, you okay? And he just punched me, walks off. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. So I start talking shit to him again. I'm like, oh, hey, you're just gonna punch me and run off, huh? I was like, so he is back right there, back in my face again. I was like, dude, no, just don't do it. I'm like, dude, we're just playing around, man. We're having a good time here. Everybody's drinking, I didn't mean to disrespect your woman or anything. And, it's like, you should be happy you got a hot chick and all that. And so he punches me again.
Oh, damn, dude.
Knocks me down, walks off. And I'm like, everybody's like, oh, dude, you okay? I'm like, this motherfucker. And everybody's like, dude, it's cool. I'm like, I'm cool. And by the time now, he got a little ways over. And I was just like, no, the hell with this. So I ran over and tackled him. I tackled him out, and we were on Fremont Street when that part went down.
Yeah. Oh man.
Next thing I know, well, I don't really remember most of it basically from the point he hit me the first time or something. I don't remember much after that. And then we ended up in the Four Queens. We moved. They had the bank of slot machines that they just set up some places. We actually moved one of those a couple feet because we plowed into that.
Oh, Jesus.
I hit him and a security guard with a beer bottle.
Oh.
And then got then we got all broke up, and that's when I hit the security guard when he was trying to break us up because, I was like, beer bottle, let's hit this guy with it. And then they split us up and they set me by the bar.
Oh, beer bottle. Let's hit this guy.
And everything was all said and done. And I was like, cool. Can I get a drink? like nothing happened. Like I didn't care. And they're the cops showed up and all this, and then they're like, hey, you're cool. We'll let you go because somebody had video of him punching you and all this. And so he's getting charges against him, and I'm like, all right, cool. They're like, but you're not allowed back in the Four Queens. And
You're just a little bit too punchy for us.
yeah, and I'm like, cool. And meanwhile, like all my people are standing out, like behind the crime scene lines, and we're all like thumbs up at each other. Like I had no clue that anything happened. Like I didn't even know I was in a fight. I was like. And the security guard had his arm. I'm like, dude, was that my fault? He's like, yeah. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, man. I was like,
it's like everyone just liked you too much to like care what you did for the.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, man, I'm sorry, man. Like, can I buy you a drink or something? He's like, no, I'm working. I was like, I said, I didn't mean to hit you, man.
Well, dude needs
You
to
got in the
like
way.
take a girl compliment.
I was like, yeah.
This all could have been solved if he just didn't punch people that compliment his lady.
Yeah, see,
One day that won't happen. One day people won't be complimenting his lady so much. And
exactly.
Then what's he gonna do?
He's
Punch
lucky
people
I didn't
still?
take her after that.
Get an uglier lady. If this is such a problem for you.
Maybe you know what? That probably was what it was. She probably was ugly, and I was just drunk and being nice, and so he got all offended. But
he's like, I know better.
This smart ass motherfucker.
yeah.
Calling my ugly lady, huh?
Oh man.
I was like, dude, just trying to help you out there. But what are you gonna do? So,
What are you gonna do?
that was probably like my last fight. Like I was like, okay, cool. I went out with a big hurrah. Just leave it at that.
Yeah.
That was my younger days, of course, too. So
You guys, it was the mantis. The mantis won. I just remembered.
Yeah, you sure
Yeah.
about that? Nah.
Don't be
I'll
all
buy it.
disappointed.
see, I called
I'm a
it.
spider fan, man.
Oh,
I called it. I told you that the praying mantis are badass.
yeah.
I would have lost my ass because I would have bet on the spider.
There might
All
be
my money.
There might be videos where spiders win over a mantis.
I'm sure it happens once in a
And
while.
don't spend money on them because you shouldn't contribute money to animals fighting.
It's true.
So just so you know, I got sent a video from my fiance who's driving out here, apparently looking up spiders and praying mantis fights.
No way. We have exclusive
instead
footage.
of driving. Not of the fight you had. I don't know how to make this.
This is like
right.
listener footage.
Yes, this is.
What is it called when you bring something to someone? Listener brought to you footage. The bringing listener submitted. Yeah.
Well, this is showing up really small.
No, this will work. I'll hold it to a camera.
I don't think it's going to work. That's really. I can't even see what's going on.
Yeah. I just see.
It's the spirit.
Well, yeah, it's
the thought that matters.
She only come up with so much. She is driving.
Yeah, that's true.
No, she filmed this.
She pulled
While
over.
driving.
No, this is exclusive.
Yeah, that's
She
right
filmed-
outside of Barstow.
These bugs were battling in her car while she was driving, and she filmed this for us.
Yeah, right outside of Barstow.
Sad. She has a lot of plants in her car.
Yeah, it's weird.
She's an herbalist.
Look at that.
Is that what they're called?
You see all that
Herbalists?
violence?
Yeah.
Look at that, you guys. That's hardcore. That looks like just a praying mantis, but
You're like, not as exciting as I
oh
thought it
man,
would be.
hey, post this in one of the chats, madam.
Yeah, they eat their. Yeah, it looks like he's eating the head.
Tell this fantastic contributor, lady friend of yours, to post it in one of the
Oh, and this
chatty folks for everybody if that's possible.
Well, and this just into she actually filmed that going on.
Yeah, that's
So that wasn't even something she found.
Who
That's shit she
does?
has on her phone.
yeah.
This is the woman that I'm engaged to. I didn't even know
You're
that
engaged to a champion contributor.
She collects bug fights. I didn't know I had an outlaw fiance.
Bug fights, I feel like, are way ethically more okay than bum fights.
No, dude, bum fights are great.
Really?
Yeah,
It
I had some
seems
friends that were involved in that.
pretty messed up.
They weren't bums. They were actually the
Like
people
test
involved.
bums.
They were the ones who were helping make the bum fights happen.
Yeah, see, I feel like it's taking advantage of a pretty out-and-out situation.
No, the bum fights are. I think
These are ones that wanted
I think
to
it was
fight
a good
against.
opportunity for the bums to experience a new life. You know, especially with MMA out there nowadays.
Well, that could be done that way.
You know,
I could see
it could be a stepping stone
if
for a
you give them
bum to
like
get a
gloves
job.
and stuff. If it's like barbed wire bums.
Well, yeah, if you got dark alley bum fights, that's, you know,
So there's good bum fights.
bum death fights.
There's like delicate there's bum fights that aren't to the death.
I think all bum. What else they got to do? You know, where my shop's at, there's a bunch of them. So it's like, you know what, like fight or move, do something.
Yeah. Hey, if it's good exercise.
That's how like the kingdoms start and stuff. You know, they build a bum kingdom, and the bum that beats up the other bums, he's the lead bum. You know, it makes sense, like Lord of the Flies or something. You know?
Oh man.
In a perfect world.
All right. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's dive back into some little news town. Swerving off the edge there. Much like these people. And I didn't realize this happened so often, but recently a guy fell off the south rim of the Grand Canyon.
Oh yeah.
I think the third one happened.
This year, yeah.
Yeah, people keep falling off over
And
there.
We need to step it up because at this rate, we're never going to fill it.
All right, so how many people do you think fell off the Grand Canyon last year?
3?
No, last year. Total the whole year.
5?
2.
Giving it a 5.
No, you guys are way low.
Really?
Yeah.
20.
Closer, a little over.
674.
17.
No, 17. Yeah.
Yeah.
17 people, like, man.
I shouldn't celebrate that.
No, like,
how many people died? Yay!
yo,
That's
who wants to
horrible.
get that close?
No,
Well,
it's
no.
not.
Did
It's
they all
Instagram.
die, or did they just bounce a lot?
Well, some people can tumble and survive, but I don't believe any of these people. were-
All 17
I'll tumble for you
All
down the
tumble
Grand
territory.
Canyon.
All 17 of these people did die. A few of them did bounce, and then they died. So, you know.
Survival of the fittest.
Not to be
Yeah.
insensitive, but I mean, it's Instagram is not worth it.
Yeah, like, and I went camping out at the Grand Canyon a couple months ago, and like, I wouldn't get that close to the fucking edge, man. Shit's fucking far.
See, there's one of the things, just to thin their herd. You know, sometimes people are like, you know what?
We need more Grand Canyons to fall off.
Yeah, yeah. Just you know, get close. Like I've never met anybody that got ate by a bear that, you know, didn't deserve it.
Whoa, that's a good point. I mean, bears sneak up on some people in some areas, but if you're eaten by a bear in this desert, you really put yourself in a situation.
Well, yeah, but I think for the most part that it's people that are, you know, doing shit to the bear.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
they're
like,
at
you know,
least in the bear's territory. It's
You're
not-
poking the bear, and you know, or you get okay. Like sharks are assholes, but you are in their neighborhood, so you know they just swim up and eat you. You know, like most likely bears are kind of doing bear things, and usually, you know, if you're still or stuff, for the most part they will leave you alone. But you know, people are like, oh, look, a bear, let's go fucking pet
Go
it.
rub its belly.
Yeah, let's go. A nice bear, good bear. You know, the bear's like,
No.
no, fuck you. I'm this now. I'm gonna eat you. You know.
No,
and-
bears will just fuck you up.
Yeah. So if you're like, hey, let's look over the edge of the Grand Canyon. You know, they have observation decks. They have that bridge thing you could go on. You know, it's like, you know, if you really need to see that, fly over it. Get an airplane, a helicopter tour, or whatever. You know, it's like.
Fly over the bears, you guys. That's the lesson.
Well, yeah, I lived in Alaska. You used to see bears. Like, hey, look, there's a bear. Let's go away now.
Yeah.
Let's go the opposite
Let's
direction.
get in the vehicle, close the doors, let the bear be a bear.
Or even like most wild animals people don't respect, and like most wild animals will just fuck you up, man.
No.
Like unless they're really tiny, like rodents and shit.
Yeah,
Like
you think you can get a pair of them and fight them, so they fight each other, and they end up eating you.
Dude, deers. Like I live in Alaska. I think Alaska is a state. It's got more things in it that'll kill you second to Australia.
I was gonna say it's
Yeah.
in that pocket.
But like, you know, moose are no joke.
those things are
moose
huge,
stories,
man.
Yeah,
They,
the
they're
moose
big.
stories are
And
crazy.
you know, I remember my stepdad. We were at a picnic, and there was a couple moose just hanging out in the middle of the street. So we all stopped. My stepdad's like, "Oh, hey, we got some leftover picnic. Let's let the moose eat it." So we have a moose head in the window of the truck, and then the moose took the bowl. And my stepdad was like, "Well, that's my bowl." So he went to get the bowl from the moose, and the moose was about to kick his ass.
Yeah.
And it was kind of, fuck, you deserve it.
Whoa! Did your stepdad survive this?
Yeah, he did. He was able to grab the bowl and run and get back in the truck before the moose fucked him up. So,
Damn.
but
That's pretty risky, man.
It was very close because the moose was not happy about that.
You should have seen this bowl though. This was a
It was a good quality Tupperware bowl.
That was a good bowl. That's a thing.
And we
You
probably had
can't-
4 or 5 more in the cupboard just like it.
No, that's my bowl.
Yeah.
Fuck that moose. That's my bowl.
Principles.
Oh, man. Crazy. All right. How about this one? El Chapo, the notorious drug kingpin, who was recently charged with a litany of crimes, but his wife is trying to launch a fashion line and is trying to, she wants to call it El Chapo Guzman JGL, but she's having difficulty registering her husband's name as a trademark. And the authorities say that naming it after a criminal violates public order, morality, and good manners.
Whoa! I didn't know that was a law though, because I mean, isn't there like a lot of hip hop clothing that's like technically named after people with criminal records, or is there like a level of criminal?
I don't know. Yeah, it might be like a gray area. I'm not sure on
It's probably
trademark
just 'cause
laws.
of who he is. It probably hasn't. It probably isn't a law. It's just they're using loopholes or something
Yeah,
to
they're like-
go. Oh, but that's a dumb name for a clothing line anyway. I shouldn't say that over the air in case he's listening or one of the men, but no, that's just like, what is it, El Chapo Guzman and some other crap behind it. It just doesn't, it's not like, ooh, look at that fashion dress by this, it's
El
like,
Chapo. I don't know. That name has got some clout.
well, no, but it was just El Chapo.
Okay, here's the thing. I put 2 outfits in front of you. You're spellbound by both of them. Either one you would wear daily and you want to own them. Yay, even to your wedding. But this wedding tux option, one is the name brand El Chapo, El Chapo's magical tuxedos. And the other one is a Sean John. Do you go with the Puffy Combs model?
Well, no,
Or the El Chapo?
If it was just El Chapo, that'd be one thing. But if it's El Chapo's magical tuxedo, that's like
It's
some
cooler, yeah.
that makes it a whole, because you're never like, oh shit, what's this gonna do?
Yeah.
It's magic. Damn.
Turn it out, El Chapo's the father of Harry Potter.
Yeah, Sean
Right.
John's missing a mark there. not
I know
calling
he
it
was
magic.
into magic. Oh, shit. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So you're just like, that's how he got the drugs across the border.
I weighted this experiment wrong. Yeah, that's how I got it.
but see, yeah, it was.
I oversold one of the options.
Well, that's but either way, El Chapo. But like, El Chapo should be like, he should sell machetes or something, not like clothing or something.
Yeah, or you could come up with a better, like,
Yeah.
the Kingpin. I don't know. But maybe people would think of the
But you
movie.
figure it's
with-
her, but it's also, if she's starting, is it a male clothing line or a female clothing line? I don't think women want a dress made by El Chapo. It just doesn't.
I don't know. There's a sexy allure of that, like killer status.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not. But it's not. It's not red carpet sexy.
Oh.
It's
Not
Yeah.
yet. Not yet. You just got to get the right actress to wear it, and it'll just
That's
blow
all
up.
it takes.
Yeah, I just
get
I
the
don't-
get the grams, get the grams all up
I
on it.
think the government's doing her a favor. I really do.
She's about to waste money anyway.
I think
Yeah,
there's,
like, no one's
there's
gonna
so
buy
many
it.
so many better names out there that you could go with. El Chapo should be like, there should be like, maybe a car like the El Chapo edition. We
The
got
Chopper.
We got the Chopper edition here, but have the El Chapo edition.
Yeah.
It comes with bulletproof glass and smuggling compartments, all the good stuff.
I appreciate the idea of wanting to cash in on the name recognition, but I mean, you should cash in on recognition of like good names associated with good things. This is like trying
Nobody
to have
wants
that,
to wear a
like,
Pope dress either.
No. Pope dress.
No, no one's wearing Catholic
Vatican
church clothes.
special.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
nobody
no.
wants new fashion line from the Vatican.
Yeah, ain't no one buying that shit.
No, I was thinking about that. We had a past
Maybe a
episode
kids line anyway.
when we were talking about like if Auschwitz like rebranded, they wanted to cash in on the concentration camp like name recognition, but like, no, this is the good Auschwitz. It's a bakery now. We have rolls and French pastries. Was that it? It was
So
something like
terrible.
that.
Yeah, it was the Auschwitz bakery.
No,
yeah,
this is the good
so it
bakery.
was very terrible.
It's the good Auschwitz with the
Yeah.
good pastries.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Auschwitz and a bakery would be the kind of,
No, it's a horrible idea. But I mean, you're just trying to cash in on that name recognition. That's what she's doing with this El Chapo.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a metaphor, you guys. I'm not advocating.
Well, yeah, that's a real.
It's pretty dark.
Yeah, that one's. It's like.
Yeah, like, I don't know where to go.
No, I was just gonna make it worse.
Oh man.
Hitler opens an all-you-can-eat restaurant or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
But that name recognition, though, above all else. Name recognition at all costs.
Right. Yeah.
Jeffrey
Brand.
Dahmer's all-you-can-eat special.
There we go. Dahmer Pops.
Dahmer Pops. I'm not even gonna comment on that one. Yes, I will. They're dick-shaped, right?
They're made with 100% natural fruit.
No artificial flavors or parts.
Why is there a bone in it?
Terrible. Fucking terrible.
This tastes meaty.
We're going to hell.
You guys, I think this is a good episode.
Oh yeah, it's great. All right, real quick before our next break coming up in a few minutes. So we'll go. This isn't really like news, but it's kind of cool. This woman who creates giant life-size replicas. She crochets
Yes.
life-size replicas of people, which is just impressive, man. I wish I could focus on something that long, like one thing.
Cool.
If I could just focus on one thing.
That's crocheted?
Check this out. That's her. That's her crochet clone. That's her dog. That's her dog's crochet clone.
Yeah, and there's a few others like full. Yeah, they're crazy.
Who's got that kind of time on there? Well, apparently she's old. But
No, she probably hauls butt on it. This was 4 hours. Boom. That hat, hour and a half.
Where is that true, or are you just making shit up?
Not totally making it up.
Yeah,
But
24 hours you have a crocheted you.
Well, look, if she's already wearing a crocheted sweater to begin with, she's crochets that same sweater.
Or maybe
And
she just bought two of them, put one on her crocheted head.
Exactly.
So it's just the crochet hands and head then.
Bought her made 2 sweaters. I mean, if you're the crochet queen, you probably made both these sweaters. Why would you wear this factory crochet sweater just to then crochet manually your head on it? Feel like you gotta go.
Screw with people.
Well, there's
you know she has that street cred.
Well, there's some like crazy ones. If you scroll down, like the girl sitting in a tree or on the tree branch, and then the tree branch is crocheted also, and all the leaves and shit. Like, man,
Where do I get one of those?
Oh,
That's
this
some-
old dude.
some dedication. Yeah, dude, reading a book, some fucking dedication, man. Like, I can't focus on anything for longer
The
than
book's
like 10
crocheted,
minutes,
that's-
man.
Yeah, dude, he's got writing and stuff in it.
I need
That's
medication.
crazy.
Is it worth it though? Here's the thing: you take that medication, and then you do all this crocheting, and then what? You're just
I did it.
medicated, and you're.
Then you end up on Greasy Conversation.
Yeah.
That's when you know you've made it.
It's true.
These 2 people, this sailor and his crocheted buddy here, they're in a mental institution right now. You can see this is a cafeteria.
Oh yeah, good point.
He thinks he's a sailor.
Yeah.
Thinks he's a sailor. Yeah.
So
Well,
he's got
that-
this clone buddy to talk to.
That means they got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Wow,
At least he has a companion. No, it's just impressive. I'm always impressed when people can do shit
Dude,
like
how do I
that.
get one of those?
You gotta learn. You gotta start crocheting.
No, I'm not making one.
It's the only way.
Whoa, this street kid, this guy looks tough.
your
Having his
grandson.
grandma crochet him.
Right.
Yeah, some people get socks. He got a hem.
Yeah.
Grandma, what'd you make me for Christmas?
Do you think she wrapped?
I made you a U.
I made you.
She wrapped it.
I crocheted.
This is for your girlfriend to snuggle while you're away.
No, that would be great though if it had a zipper in the back and you could wear it
Oh man,
like
A
leather
Utah-
face with your crochet
Utah
face. That'd be the next horror flick. Oh my god, it's crochet face,
crochets full bodysuits of his victims,
dude. With the sap
This
Where's
is
the-
terrifying.
where
No.
he wears them while he kills them.
Dude, the sad part is the crocheted version looks better than the real one.
What's great about this is that his grandma crocheted his face like totally friendlier than his real face.
Well, yeah, like I
Yeah.
said, skinnier too. He's skinnier. He's happier. Like I said, the crochet version looks better.
Yeah, it's like something to look forward to.
The best one is the last one, the chick breastfeeding.
Oh, really? She crocheted a boob?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, what
Oh,
the-
wait. Go quicker. Twitch, you know.
Yeah, Twitch. I forgot. Sorry, Twitch.
Wait, you
Don't
can't say
drop the
Quit
band hammer on
moving
us.
away.
can't show crocheted boobs on Twitch.
You
Well,
can't show nipples on Twitch.
Well, there wasn't a nipple. There was a baby in the way.
Yeah, there was a baby in the way, and then also there was giant threads making it up. So
Yeah. It was a bikini.
yeah.
It was a crocheted bikini.
Meanwhile, Twitch is like listening to us talk about nipples, and it's like questioning the algorithms. Like, did I miss a nipple?
Right.
Like, go back and check that nipple. Really?
Yeah.
Are they that kind of?
Yeah.
Are they worse than Facebook?
The old lady. Yes, Twitch has its own proprietary nipple detection algorithm. It's like news. They're like groundbreaking.
Even a
It's a
nipple flash. You
groundbreaking
can't
thing.
even like hold up a picture of a nipple.
It's true. People have been murdered
Yeah.
by their computers.
Yeah. Robots just fly into your
Permanent
to your
bans.
house and
It's the
Yeah,
most
that's the-
permanent ban.
yeah, they drop the literal ban hammer on you and they just like smash you with a giant hammer.
Ban hammer.
It happens. It's happened before. It'll happen again.
The article about the nice old lady making amazing stitchery like people was the last article I expected to end up with a surprise nipple to deal with.
Yeah.
Even with the crocheted. And what's even crazier is like, look, there's a chick breastfeeding, but it's made out of crochet time. And I'm like, oh, right there. Like, there's going to be no nipple
Wait,
risk
nipple.
there. Wait, I forgot that involves a nipple. Oh.
Oh man. All right. Let's jump to the old commercial, Chuck.
So much for free speech
Yeah, I know.
much.
or free nipple play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
free nipple speech. I don't know. The vision, the speech of the eyes.
No
Vision
nipple
is the
play.
speech of the eyes. All right, I don't know.
You're trying. That's all that matters.
Commercial chug.
All right, listen up, RadioVegas.rocks listeners. I want to tell you about Brothers Pizza. Brothers Pizza is located at 7575 South Rainbow. They are awesome. They're the home of the 30-inch pizza. That's right, 30 inches. You've got to see this thing. It's enormous. Every Tuesday is wing night. You get 50-cent wings every Tuesday at Brothers Pizza. 7575 South Rainbow. They've got all kinds of great deals like the 16-inch one-topping pickup special for $7.99. What I like about them is they're open late. Sunday through Thursday, they're open till 1 a.m. Friday and Saturday, open till 3 a.m. You gotta love that about a pizza place here in Las Vegas. And they do deliveries as well. They are in a fantastic place. You gotta go visit them. 7575 South Rainbow. Let them know you heard about it on RadioVegas.rocks. They are fantastic. Go there, check them out now. Maybe I'll meet you there.
It's still commercial time.
Hey, Las Vegas. Are you tired of the grind of the busy Las Vegas Strip and lifestyle? Do you feel like you need to get away to an island retreat without ever really leaving town? The Golden Tiki Bar. It's located at 3939 Spring Mountain Road. You can rumble in the sand of what it seems like a lost hideaway with hot Treasure Island girls, amazing drinks, tiki gods who will be smiling down upon you. The Golden Tiki offers a multitude of experiences. It's open 24 hours a day. It's located right in the heart of Chinatown. It's 3939 Spring Mountain Road. It's the Golden Tiki Bar.
Don't steal the ashtrays. They're really cool. Smoke comes out the eyes. Won't. Don't steal them. You guys, that's the submarine of knowledge. You're listening to Greasy Conversation, the talk show on RadioVegas.rocks.
You enjoy that too much, I think.
Yeah. Oh man, you didn't have the headphones on. It got.
I heard it. It was loud.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad I didn't have the headphones on. I'm deaf right now.
Oh man, you guys, it's if you can at least vicariously enjoy that as much as I did, regardless of whether you could manually enjoy it from it being actually enjoyable. If you can just enjoy the way I enjoyed it, that's how this functions. That's how we're doing this, guys.
As long as you had fun.
Oh, yeah.
That's what matters.
We had fun together.
All right, I grabbed this one because I feel like I've been seeing. Maybe it's just confirmation bias or something. But I feel like I've been reading a lot more like poisoning stories of people poisoning other people.
Poison, like ballads, like
Like
metal
more
ballads.
Poison.
Oh no, No, the good kind of poisoning.
Belle Biv DeVoe kind of
Where you
poison.
actually get poisoned.
Belle Biv DeVoe. Dude. That was a nice, such a good reference. I forgot about them existing.
We're talking about good poison.
No, I mean like, actually getting poisoned is the good
I
poison.
just think that people
He's talking Romeo and Juliet kind of poison.
people don't
Yeah.
bring up Belle Biv DeVoe enough. One of the funniest just sets of letters.
Slap it, rub it.
It's like I'll Be Sure. Do you remember I'll
Oh,
Be Sure?
I'll be sure. Yeah, you gotta. Oh God! I got a song in the head. I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, media recommendation. Oh, okay. So what's the actual news we're doing?
Oh yeah,
I'm
so
supposed to be
We're gonna go
going
off '90s rap groups.
yeah.
Oh no, this is like our transitional R&B. This is people at the cusp of the New Jack Swing era.
Well, yeah. Well, I'll be sure was kind of more soulful than
Yeah.
hip hop type.
He was definitely partially hip hop because all that New Jack Swing stuff was like half hip hop, half R&B. But instead of like a blend, a mixture of the two. Instead of a blend of the two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, Diggle,
Oh, yeah.
Diggle Planets.
Yeah, Diggle Planets.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Okay, back to poison.
Yeah.
One of these has to do with poison. I want to bring this up so people can look at it with us.
See this dude. Yeah. So no, this female engineer at a consulting firm she said she suffered significant health problems over a period of months, and she suspected that she was being poisoned by a colleague. So eventually she took a look at some surveillance footage and saw him putting something in her water. Like she would just leave, a water bottle at her desk overnight or something because it's her desk. She should be able to do that. And so creepy dude decides to fucking spike her water. And it turns out they took samples and there was cadmium, which turns out to be a toxic metal, which where is it? It can cause all kinds of nasty shit. Cancer. Okay, here we go.
So he's going for the slow death.
Yeah, it can cause cancer. When ingested, the metal targets the body's cardiovascular, renal, gastrointestinal, neurological, reproductive, and respiratory systems. So pretty much most of the bodily systems. It's found in batteries, solar cells, corrosion protection coatings.
And Cadbury cream eggs.
Yeah.
You said cream egg.
Yeah, Cadbury.
Yeah. So dude pleaded not guilty, of course, because I guess he's going to do that. And his bail is set to $2 million, so he ain't getting out anytime
Do we have
soon.
a reason? Did she like turn him down at Taco Bell, or what was,
Yeah, it could be another situation. They don't really say.
he looks creepy.
It doesn't seem that there was a motive.
He looks
yet.
surprised.
It seems like it's another one in that theme of like dudes bitter because of their lack of game and then getting rejected.
Yeah.
Not to say that if you're rejecting...
If you look like that dude, you should be used to being rejected.
And if you look like this dude or worse, just up your game. Get a shirt with some lapels. Maybe ask
Get yourself
someone...
an El Chapo tuxedo, magic tuxedo.
Yeah, you got to get that El Chapo brand magic tuxedo. You do a little snap and winks. Above all, you ask a lady what her day is like or whatever, like it's an actual human being that just happens to be female.
Couple shots of cold cock whiskey and bust out the spunk lube and you're good to go.
Yeah, people should like
Sponsor name dropping mofo right
Yeah.
there.
Right? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
People should like practice getting rejected and just get it over with. Because it sucks, and it sucks when you have that like high school or middle school mindset where you get crushes on people, but you don't want to talk to them or whatever, and it becomes this whole thing in your mind, and then it's like
Wasn't that marriage? Once you like you got like rejected and you made it and then you get married and then it's just no.
constant rejection.
Yeah, from there you're sleeping on the couch tonight. You ain't getting nothing from me. You didn't do the dishes.
It's like one of those marriages just wear the other person down until they just give in.
You're like, I like the couch better anyway. Shit's comfy.
You guys have an awesome couch though. For Lions.
Marriage is number one leading cause of divorce.
It's true.
This thing though, like, I wish someone had told me as a young lad that these women walking around here are just like people that you can talk to, just like other people.
Yeah, right.
It makes it so easier to talk to them when you're just like,
Or if you don't
just
have,
a human being with longer hair.
or like you don't have to have an expectation that like every time you come in contact with the opposite sex, like so it has to be like some romantic thing, or there's like,
Yeah.
Back in
that
caveman
underlying
days,
game.
they just club them and drag them to the cave.
Yeah.
That was perfectly acceptable.
But society's upgraded a little bit since then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and pretty soon they'll be clubbing you and dragging you back to their cave.
No, we metaphorically do it to each other with our clever insights. So you find a lady and you clever insight club her with your word knowledge nuggets.
Is that how it works, too? Did I cleverly club you with my insights?
Yeah. We're totally having a drag out.
I had to do something.
brawl.
I had to do something to convince her to, pick me, pick me.
Yeah. It's a wit. We wit them. We give them that wit. Get the wit at them. There's not a witty way to say that else. It's long side.
With a size.
Yes, well, let me gather myself with some of this. What's that? Double whoosh.
One-way ticket to Whittown. All right. Let's jump
We're on the
this.
wit train.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
The wit train's here.
Waz and I are familiar with the old Church of the Latter-day Saints. And recently they decided to roll back a rule that they would not allow, or they declared same-sex marriage couples apostates and subject to excommunication, and that children of same-sex couples were banned from rituals like baptisms and other weird things that the
Namings.
church does.
Getting a name.
Yeah.
So if your parents are gay, you can't be saved either.
Yeah.
That was the
That,
deal.
that's kind of a dick move on the Mormons.
I wouldn't say saved because it's not.
Well,
it's other
baptism
kind of-
means whatever. They gave you a bath in holy water that they
Yeah.
got out of the sink anyway.
You get to stay stinky. You're not really church allowed to take any baths if your parents are homosexual. So if all these poor homosexual Latter-day Saints have these smelly kids, but the thing is,
So if you're the smelly kid in elementary school, you're like, are your parents Mormon and gay?
both.
It's like, or were they Mormon until they found out they were gay? How does that work?
Yeah, it's pretty lame that it's kind of only like a half rollback, like it's progress, but they're still saying that there's still no acceptance of that as a marriage in the church's eyes. They're just not. There's no discipline for the children.
But the problem is, why is it the children's fault?
Yeah.
Either way, though,
That was a silly policy to begin with.
If you're taking, it's like one, it shouldn't matter. Two, so you're gonna punish the children. It's because it's all about the children. We've got song after song, about the children. And here we are going against the children. What the hell do the children do? The children has nothing to do with their parents' sexuality.
I know, it seems crazy to me that was even how the policy was. And this gets to make them look good temporarily.
To
but
who?
It's only halfway.
But who do they look good to?
I don't even know. It's not like this is any kind of...
To other douchebags that have the same thought process that they do, that shouldn't have that process, that thought anyway.
Yeah, it's just unrealistic to think that that's something you can discipline away.
But see, they should, I believe everybody should be able to do what they want to do, but you should have your, fucking pick a stance and go with it. Either go, hey, gays are cool, we don't care, or hey, we're against it. Whatever. You have that right to be for and against. Not everybody has to.
Yeah.
And that is kind of a problem. Everybody's like, oh, you have to do. No, you don't have to. You do have to respect those people, but you don't have to believe it. You can say, hey, homosexuality is against my religion. Well, you do that. You make that decision and stick to it. Don't go, well, we kind of like you, but we kind of don't. You know what? Let's pick on the kids.
Yeah, let's just punish the kids.
Let's punish your kids for it. That's when he first started talking about the church, I thought we were going to talk about the dudes were burning them in New Zealand. I was like, oh, cool, but church burning conversation. Let's talk about that. But no, instead we got to talk about anti-gay Mormons.
Yeah, what we really want to get to is advocating that our listeners burn a church down. So, obviously, I'm being sarcastic. Don't actually do that. That's the disclaimer that we have to do.
Well, it depends on what church it is.
Well, and it's like a coincidence that their prophet had a revelation recently that it was okay to do this because that's how they change all their rules. Is the current prophet gets a revelation, and it's like, oh, it's so weird that now that your church is getting backlash for this policy that you get a revelation from God. That's so weird that God would just be like, oh, you guys can do that now, okay.
That's why I run my religion. I just kind of make shit up and go, oh, by the way, I was told.
That's pretty much.
I've always wanted to start a cult, so I figured radio show is a good stepping stone. I did truck club, radio show. My next move is a cult. I'm trying to involve some sort of aliens. I'm going to get a big name sponsor to, support shoes or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm quite, maybe Kool-Aid will hook up brother up. I don't, maybe they got a bad rap last time, but
it's going to be different.
You're
this
onto
time.
something here. No, you're onto something here because this has been done and it worked.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna find the things that went wrong in Jonestown and Waco.
You just don't give up and have everyone kill themselves. You have them keep like making you dinner and finding you presents. And
that is the worst way to have a cult. Like, hey, everybody kill yourself. Because then what?
Yeah, your cult should be like everyone work overtime at your jobs, and just keep giving me all your money.
Yeah,
and it seems like that's a reproducing cycle that works.
I think that's
fine.
Scientology.
That's just church in general. You go to any church, like
I know that's any of them for sure.
Yeah, it's like why the preacher's driving a Rolls Royce, why the congregation are all in Toyota Tercels or something.
You guys, I might be a little spacey today, and I might have spaced a little bit while we're discussing with this. But while in space, I brought back some little frameworks for what might be the ultimate church that we can all make and join. And you can make it and you can join it and everyone can make their own and join it too. Here's how it works. So we all get like cardboard boxes from the most recent time we bought like a mini fridge or what's something people stew pot. We get cardboard boxes and we take these cardboard boxes and we make our own churches. We just all make them and we get together as a community and we bring our own little cardboard churches with no living things in them. And we just burn them all down. We just have this huge church burning. But it's like the good kind of church burning.
Yeah.
You guys, we stamp out hate and unacceptance, and we grab all our gay friends, and we all burn churches together. But like the good kind of burning churches.
And then we sell.
Well, it depends on how you grab your gay friend too. That that itself
it could be assault. Yeah.
Is a borderline, sexual harassment.
Like that's part of the requirement. Is you
grab a gay, burn a church.
You must grabs.
Oh man!
It's like Joe Biden all over again.
Oh man!
That was my political humor for the day.
Yeah, we actually had
accepted.
Joe Biden joke. Chick out of the way.
Tick.
Yep, just got to get it out. Old creepy Grandpa Joe, or was it creepy Uncle Joe?
It's creepy something, Joe. That's for sure.
It's uncle and grandpa at the same time.
Neff
right.
son.
Oh yeah, this is a good one. So.
Oh, freshie.
Yeah, I'm not.
Let's do not that one. I think this is a good fresh one. Check this out, everybody. There we go.
Yeah. So, I don't know if anyone's too familiar with the futures market, but basically you can buy things like oil and basically bet on if it's going to go up or down. And then if you bet right, you win. You get to sell what you buy and then, you win, whatever. So this dude who works for a big oil firm, they buy oil, they trade oil. So in a late night drunken rampage, he buys a total of $520 million worth of oil and drives the price of oil up $1.50, which is a lot. That's like how much oil moves when there's like a crisis or something, a worldwide crisis or some shit. It just doesn't move that much. And that's like if you bought like one oil contract and it moved that much, you would have what, I don't know, like 10 grand, 1,000, 1,500, I don't know. So anyway, and then the firm called him and was like, "What's up with this $520 million?" And he's like, "Oh no, I bought it for a client and this and that, and tried to make it seem like he was working with someone because he's not supposed to spend the firm's money, obviously. And he was quickly found out, and apparently he just got like blackout drunk and decided to spend like $500 million on oil, and he lost the firm $9,700,000 and change. But at that point, but the dude only got, he's banned from trading for 5 years, and he got fined 72 grand, which was reduced from 150 pounds because of potential financial hardship.
Damn, though, that's a lot of money, but you totally messed with your company's money, so it's practically in that embezzlement territory.
Yeah, it's like borderline, but I guess
but
trading rules.
Think about this, though. What if he went up? What if that money, like he bought all that, like you said, you put it in there,
make the firm make
and
money?
it goes up, down, or goes down. But if he would have gone on there and it went the other way, and 520 mil would have turned into gobs of money. I'm bad at math, so.
Oh no, yeah, it would have been a different story.
But then they'd be like, dude, congratulations.
Yeah.
Hey, let's give you a raise.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, hey, dude, it's called gambling for a reason.
Yeah, it pretty much is gambling. Yeah, no, they realized like the next morning, and then they started to sell all the positions and lost 9.7 big ones.
Dang.
Yeah, the firm, man, that's damn.
Among the things to not do drunk. I mean, I have a hard enough time dealing with all the crap I bought on eBay drunk.
Right, like that's enough of a problem. Like
Yeah.
I won't even look at Amazon if I've been drinking, so I wind up with some stupid shit. I'm like, yeah, I always wanted like slippers that look like bear's feet. Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, those slippers are tight. That was
that's true.
Good job.
Yeah. All right, and then the Chipmunks, the slowed down Chipmunks. So apparently this musician, Brian Borchert, who is best known for his work with Holy Fuck.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like, yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah. I remember liking.
They're legit. They're just like crazy hard electronic music, but
Actually, I was just being fucking.
No, I've actually heard them. I don't remember what they sound like though.
yeah.
But I remember digging it.
Now I have to look them up.
Yeah, no media recommendation, you guys. They might suck, and I remember wrong.
We're doing it.
Is
We're
that an
just playing
example?
it. Yeah. This is a slowed down Chipmunk song.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. This is the. Have you heard about this?
No,
Do you know what's happening to you right now?
I'm trying.
Okay.
I can't hear the song.
Oh man. Because I'm talking over it.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I have to talk over the whole thing. It's a rule. Is there a way to skip to the chorus? No, I think the first line will explain what's going on.
Yeah.
Do you know what this is from? Because you've probably heard this before and don't realize it.
No, it's come on, baby. It's
No, I mean this recording, not who this is a cover of. You might have heard this recording before in your childhood and just don't recognize it because it's half speed. That's a hint.
It's Call Me by Blondie, but
But who's covering this?
oh yeah, it's Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
Oh, did we just say that and I'm being all dramatic and I forgot I reviewed
Oh,
did-
you're
I did
talking about the
mention it.
Chipmunk song. It slowed down, but yeah, no, I had heard
Okay.
that because
So-
I heard about this earlier. That yeah. Okay, so I
Yeah.
had heard this where they're slowing down Chipmunk songs, and they'll be like, "Oh, guess who this is covered by?" That I actually like it better than the
I
Chipmunks.
know, it's
It's
rad,
so
dude.
sick,
That
it's
shit's so
so-
grimy.
Grimy, yeah.
See, I needed that last night for my cover show
Sludgy.
Yeah. Oh
because I
man.
played nothing but covers last night. Now,
Yeah.
who's that a cover by? That fucking Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
Just slowed down.
way better.
Yeah, we were dying to show that to y'alls.
Yeah, way better. Because I never liked the Chipmunks as a kid. I always thought they were kind of annoying.
Well, they sound like chipmunks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
I
Do
think
Chipmunks really sound like that though?
you were too old.
Depends on what kind of drugs you take.
Listen, real chipmunks, their voices, they speak a little slower.
More coherent.
They always have a British accent. Every one of them.
British squirrels.
Yeah, even American squirrels still.
They're
British.
all implant.
Yeah, well, they maintain their accent. It's a
Well, that'd be funny if squirrels actually had accents for like they live in the South or Texas. They had like a Southern draw or something, or a New Yorker squirrel. Yo, get my nuts or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what New Yorkers sound like anymore. Old Jewish lady or something. No.
Oh, Jews.
Or just a squirrel that like
Bubby squirrel.
just attitude like that.
I met a cat once that for certain had a French accent. This cat's meows.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was like meow.
Meow in French.
It was like super Frenchy.
Yeah. Does it have a
I
beret?
think it was just actually a cat from France though. I think it just
Yeah.
learned.
Dude, I thought I made a Facebook post once. It's like, do cats meow in the language the countries they're from?
I
I
think
wonder.
for sure, and you can prove it.
Because you can think about like pets, dogs and cats, stuff like that. When you have a pet, and we're used to our animals. Like German shepherds, like they listen better if you speak to them in German. Does the dog fucking know the difference if it's talking to them in German, if you're talking to them in English? They just know, I think, key sounds and stuff.
They just memorize sounds that
they get it, but it's not like you get a cat from China and it won't understand you. Like, here, kitty, kitty, and it just looks at you like, there. That is if it makes it out of China alive without becoming a food. But you know what I'm saying, right?
Well, there's that Aboriginal dog from that obscure island outside of Australia.
New Zealand?
Africa. No, the African one that was this dog, and it would just go like instead of barking.
What? You just made that up.
No, I just made that up for sure.
No, I didn't get to put it on here, but there was an article about how cats know their name when you call them, but they just ignore you most of the time.
Yeah,
Because
And I'm
cats
like-
are assholes.
they can MRI test their little cat brain, detecting their name being said,
Yeah.
and actively ignoring it.
See, that's why I
Probably.
like cats, though, because
Yeah,
all my friends got dogs, and they got to go take care of the dog. You know how to take care of a cat? You clean his box, you give it food, give it water, and it takes care of the rest. If it wants to be petted, it'll let you know. It'll come
Yeah.
over and go, pet me.
It has stuff to do.
You
It
know.
has an agenda.
Yeah,
has
it's got to stare out the
plants.
window. It's got to lick itself.
Yeah.
Cats got things to
It's got to
do.
count the birds.
Yeah, they really found a niche, and the niche, I feel like, get some caretakers and just like, oh yeah, we're cute, you love us now,
Yeah, I'm gonna lay in the sun all day.
take care of us forever. You do what I want. Buy me a house. Fucking
It is true, though, that cats think that they own you and that they pulled something off by procuring you, like we think about horses.
oh yeah, I'm sure.
Don't talk shit about horses. My
Yeah.
fiance's listening. and
They're
she-
running the show.
Well, yeah, she knows that
The
because
horses are the bosses.
she owns a couple horses and
They're probably paying the rent, right? The horses make some money sometimes.
right now she's got to pay their rent.
No, put them to work, deadbeat horses.
They're show horses. These are uppity horses. They're snotty. And,
Yeah, they should
and they're
be-
like, ooh.
Listen.
I don't know how like French horses
You're
sound.
putting all this work being their broker, being an agent for this horse. You better perform and learn its lines and earn that SAG.
She's working on it. They're
Yeah, she's
one's,
putting 'em to work.
One's retired, one's new. One's a younger horse, so
Okay.
she's still training him, and then the other one's retired. So, but yeah,
All right, we'll allow it.
can't make fun of him because she'll kick my ass. I won't get none this weekend.
You guys,
All right,
you got one brewing.
Yeah,
I'll
just real
cook
quick.
up
real quick before our last commercial chug. I know, kind of interesting. They found this four-legged whale, a fossil of a four-legged whale, in Peru. It was about 13 feet long. It's pretty cool, but
but it was most related to a whale, even though it had four. Wow.
yeah,
Whoa. Okay, hold on. Let me show you
Yeah.
guys.
I think
Is
yeah.
the leg whale. The
Yeah.
leg whale.
It just seems crazy if you think like whales did start out on the land.
You look not happy about
That's
that.
not a
Go.
whale. No, I'm just like
Your
I'm
face
just like
about it though is the
no, I'm just like the whale. It's not a
You're
whale.
so incredulous about this.
No, it doesn't like look like a
Land
whale,
whale.
but it could be the thing that turned into a whale eventually.
Well, didn't everything come out of the water? I thought everything came out of the water.
No, things did come out of the water, but eventually
So the whale grew.
something.
The whale was in the water, grew legs, came out of the water, hung out, and said, "This sucks." Went back in the water and turned them into fins.
No, underneath their blubber, all whales have legs like that. They just don't pull them out.
Like penguins got knees. They do. They're just inside their body.
Yeah. These are the internal legs of the whale.
Yeah, they do have like what are they? Vestigial legs, I guess you would call them, when they don't need them because they have big old fins. They just got leg bones, hip bones hanging out in there. But no, it looks pretty good. They actually says it's closer to like an otter or a beaver, so it's like a giant beaver that'll eat you. It's
So-
kind of scary.
Yeah, it does look kind of ottery beavery. You know what's weird? I might be only half right on this, but I think I'm at least 3/4 right on this. We all evolved from this thing that was like a shrew, from this land rodent, because the meteor that wiped everything out really just wiped everything out that was taller than like a foot or two.
Mm.
That's why all of our birds are either only a foot or two tall at the most, or something like an ostrich evolved larger from a smaller bird.
Yeah.
Nothing that was a bird that evolved to be larger earlier than that survived everything. That was all the things we know as dinosaurs for the most part, or the things we consider when we think of dinosaurs. But this little shrew fella, you know.
Well, maybe birds
those are
survived because they were in the sky when it hit.
But they still had to come down and land at some point.
Well, after that point, it didn't matter because
yeah.
birds could float on water. So if the great flood from the Bible came through, birds float on water. Then there's things that live in the water that they eat. So,
well,
you know,
you're probably right that's probably a factor too, since even with that foot high thing, all the birds we know of are on that flight tip. So maybe it was like all the dinosaurs and also except the flying ones that were like a foot high. That's all we got to keep. All the chickens. We only got chickens left. And
peacocks. Don't forget peacocks.
Yeah. Well,
you know
peacocks, they're so
cool
chickeny.
Bird, no, a cool bird that kiwi.
Oh,
I always dig kiwis. They're like this cool, flightless, fucking buttless, kind of like the rat thing you like.
Yeah, with a funny butt.
Yeah.
I like animals with funny butts. But the kiwis, have you ever seen one like walking around or anything? I've seen pictures of them.
Yeah, because they're in Australia. And
yeah, that's far away. And when you go there and everything tries to kill you.
No one has cameras over there.
No, they take the pictures backwards.
Yeah, the
pictures
the pictures are okay and stuff, but they're upside down.
Yeah.
So
it's a real
I
problem.
can appreciate it. This thing though, I forgot. I think a lot of the stuff in the water was able to live. A lot of those underwater mammals. So maybe whales got to be bigger than shrews before. I don't know if whales came from the shrew fella. Hey, if you guys are anthropomorphic archaeologists, holla in the chat.
Yeah, I'm not. I got my timeline all mixed up.
Our buddy Mad Mike mentioned in the chat, as we were speaking of beavers and how this animal resembles a beaver, he mentioned that his wife, in fact, has a beaver.
I bet she does.
It's a fine pet, you guys.
Does he help build dams?
Oh, I have this tilted so you can't see its angry face. So take a look at this thing's face a little more, about to eat this little fish. And then, I still covered the face. I'm a bad face of the animal shower. Okay, it is very beavery.
Yeah.
So, is that it for this whale thing before we go into
Let's do it.
news chug?
Oh, we got commercial chug first.
I meant to say, wait.
Commercial.
I meant to say, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Commercial chug.
Hello, my friends. I am here to tell you about Juan's Flaming Fajitas and Cantina, the best Mexican restaurant in all of Las Vegas, located at 9640 West Tropicana. The food is so fresh and so amazing, even your cousins can't tell the difference. Happy hour every day from 3 to 7. Great drink specials like the Corona Rita for $6. Whether you're into chimichangas, beans and rice, flautas, fajitas, we got that. Okay, if you need to call us, 702-823-1400. Juan's Flaming Fajitas and Cantina.
Fajitas and cantinas. Yum, 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 yum.
Hey, have you guys ever heard about HempWorks? I have. It's the highest quality hemp-derived CBD oil you can get. They have 11 incredible hemp-derived CBD products in the HempWorks brand. The products consist of 6 tinctures, 3 topicals, and 2 pet products, which all utilize CO2 extracted hemp oil grown in Kentucky. That's the good stuff. There's a 60-day money-back guarantee, so it's totally risk-free. If you don't like it, money-back guaranteed. Contact Heather B. Centers on Facebook or happyhealthyfamily5@gmail.com and get your HempWorks CBD oil today.
Oh, and we're back. It's the Greasy Conversation podcast on RadioVegas.rock.
I have a feeling the echo is going to be
Yeah, it's
a
going to get
mainstay now.
gratuitous. Yeah. You know.
Oh, man. It's art house.
Gonna have to disconnect that later.
We'll have to disable that later.
All right. Now I guess we got news chug time. We got a lot of science news in the last half, but let's jump into it.
Oh, dude, we have more science news?
Yeah, totally. I went deep on the science news.
Hell yeah.
So I kind of grabbed this as an example of like, you know, science articles are always like, oh, they did this amazing thing. Like scientists sent a electron back in time on a quantum computer? No, they didn't. This one, researchers develop a way to control speed of light and send it backwards. And they're claiming that they can control a pulse of light in free space and can make it go up to 30 times the speed of light, slow it down to half the speed of light, and also make the pulse travel backwards using something known as a spatial light modulator.
30 times the speed of light, like
Yeah.
greater than the speed of light?
Yeah, that's what it says,
Wow.
which is why I'm really skeptical.
Stay tuned as we might.
Yeah, I
poke
tried to
holes
dig
this.
in. I tried to dig in deeper before the show, but I couldn't really find anything that like dove into what they were talking about. And I'd probably have to read like a scientific paper when I'd get back next week.
But it's in our notes, and I linked the notes to the Facebook feed on my personal profile. This show is also streaming, and in the comments on it, I linked the notes. But I'll go ahead and toss that on the website, too. I'm going to start sharing with you guys our notes so you can investigate our journalism for yourself.
Yeah, but I like I'm sure there's some pretty sciencey applications, but what are some practical applications? You know, like instead of the clap on, you could just have the light that turns on before you get to the switch.
Yeah, like time travel, but for just particles.
So like you just have to like get up and make it halfway to turn on the light, and then it turns on.
Well, what's the point of that?
It's just,
You won't have to go all the way to the light switch?
Well, I'd just rather have the clapper not have to get up at all.
you can
No,
sell
no. But it just turns on halfway there.
I want a light that already knows what I'm thinking.
Here's the problem when we bring up the clapper. Have either of you guys actually used the clapper? Like used the actual product, the clapper?
No,
Yeah, it's been a long time, but I
It's
think my grandparents had one.
So disappointing.
Yeah, it really is.
This AI for which it could detect human claps is dramatically inadequate. I'm trying to be polite about it. It sucked at its job. The way it worked is you had to clap exactly the right distance apart. So it didn't just hear claps. You had to clap and then clap again exactly
Well,
a second.
it's going to have a system. Otherwise, anything that makes a certain noise, your light be flashing all the time.
I would
If
get
you're
coughing fits.
If you're having sex, it's going to be a disco or a coughing fit for that matter. Or if you're doing CPR on somebody because they're like, your grandma had a seizure and you're trying to, and then all of a sudden your lights are. You're like, what the hell?
Real talk though, yeah, I'd get like a cough and my lights would flash on and off through the whole cough. Because if you clap, if you set the sensitivity really high, then your claps have to be exactly 1 second apart. So you have to be like clap, one, clap. Because
But
you
it's
count
about
like
time.
a beat about half a second. Real like side note, you guys, when people say a second, they always mean a beat, which is half a second at 120 beats per minute, which is like the default that we usually think of. So it's really annoying when you're trying to video something and someone's like, okay, make this happen a second later. They always mean half a second later. So just get ready for that. Just heads up. That's why it's called a beat. Like in movie scripts, it says beat or 2 beats or something. Because a beat is half a second. Anyway, so that said, so you'd clap 1 second apart, and I got that pet peeve out of the way. But yeah, then that's how. But if you don't have that sensitivity up, then just you could just drop some nails and your lights flash on and off.
But I think it's about time that we've really upgraded the light system from the clapper because that's been around from
So we
like
all
since
moved
the 70s.
on from this clapper we all have in our
like,
homes.
like we finally got technology that we could do something other than clap our lights on and off.
Well, there's these things like where you yell at Alexa and your lights do stuff, or you hold your phone level and you look at your friend across the room and you blow across the top of your screen and they like get a file from you or something.
That doesn't happen.
Apple blast it over them.
You just Apple blast it, yeah.
Can I Apple blast you? Let me send you an Apple blast.
But I wouldn't want to like say, Alexa, turn on my lights. I just want to be like, lights,
Yeah.
fucking work.
That's what we're still a minute away from, is that contextual
Yeah.
understanding, like just listening to all your conversations like it's already doing, but just grabbing the context that's about it instead of just forwarding on the stuff that sounds like insubordination to the government. Instead of just doing that, we wanted to control our lights from the context.
Yeah, I just want to turn on my lights without getting off the couch. Can I do that?
Come
Can
on,
I please?
FBI, help us out here. You know?
I know you guys have the tech,
Yeah. Hook it up.
greedy bastards.
Your lights are turning on and off all
Yeah.
easy.
They're just walking around the office, lights.
Lights. Computer, number 1. Hail them.
Oh man, all right. I don't know if I'm sure people saw the story because it kind of popped up like wildfire, and was just as quickly, well, maybe not just as quickly as an actual wildfire, but it kind of died down really fast.
down quicker than wildfires.
Yeah,
tragically
even.
often can.
But so apparently there was this boy who went missing in 2011. There was Timothy Pitson. And recently, a man came forward who would be the same age, around the same age as this guy, or this kid, and claimed he was the kid who was went missing. And turns out he wasn't. They did a DNA test, and he is not the boy. And so now he faces 8 years in prison for lying to federal investigators. And it turns out he's just like a sketchy dude all around and like has a history of impersonating people and just all kinds of shit, burglary and vandalism. And yeah, he's just a totally sketchy dude. And his family's like, he's in trouble again. But then you like start diving in, and I'll have to dive deeper, but you dive in deeper to the story of the actual kid who went missing, and it's hella fucked up. Like his mom, I don't know if she like kidnapped him or sent him with some people, but they just found his mom in a hotel room. She had killed herself, and she just had a note that said, "You'll never find him." And she had like called family members and said like, "Don't worry, he'll be okay," you know. And then just they didn't hear from him.
Hopefully his identity has just changed and he'll never be found because he's a new person now.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like who knows, but the whole thing is fucked up. It just seems like a majorly fucked up story, man. Spooky. I don't know, but like, what's the motivation for like coming back and being like, "Oh yeah, I'm this kid who went missing 7 years ago."
Publicity. The publicity, because
sure.
people like then you get like a GoFundMe, like, "Oh, I've been missing, I miss my family." It'll be like, "Oh, yeah," and you get money and the little bit of fame, especially if you're a whacked out dude like this cat, So you're looking for that, basically that next fix. That's your next fix to get to get to the next level, the next whatever the hell you need. So you're gonna get that little bit of fame. You're gonna ride that, get a couple bucks in your pocket, and then go screw somebody else over.
Yeah, sounds like it.
But now you're getting 8 years in the federal penitentiary because
well, you get fed now.
Yeah.
Those penitentiary horns.
Yeah, right.
On, yeah.
Coming for you. And then this.
I think we're doing a news chug right now. I think that this is right now a news chug.
Yeah, it's total news chug. This study came out that I think we've often heard that like young teenagers and young kids spending a lot of time on like mobile devices or in front of computers before bed like affects their well-being or mental health. And this
it gives them vaccinations. They do that and they become so autistic that they become vaccinated to things because of their handheld devices.
Yeah.
This is sensationalist. I'm sorry.
True.
I take it back.
Yeah, but it turns out it seems like a pretty thorough study, and I guess I could explain it, but I don't really remember it well enough to explain it.
Is it bad? I just don't want to hear bad news.
No, it turns out there's no like real correlation between the two of like a kid being on a computer up to 2 hours before bedtime and it having any effect on their well-being.
Okay, because I was hoping that all these kids looking at these glowing rectangles just meant that they'd have more control over the singularity when it starts to awaken. These kids will have like grown up as its buddy.
Yeah, they're all like friends with the AI that ends up enslaving us all, so they get to like work beside it.
So they end up this next generation ends up ruling us instead of through the government, like the natural order of our kids growing up, and some of them become politicians and run things. They just befriend the AI, and it becomes like that tree thing in Avatar, and they drive their cars with their hair. You know, like Avatar, they fly around those flying horse things. And
I never actually saw that.
They hook their hair to it, and they have like, it looks like the flying horse thing in Avatar. Its eyes get all crazy when they connect hairs, and they like become one. It's like.
I never saw the movie.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's spellbinding.
Is it really?
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
Speaking of Avatar,
it's pretty spellbinding.
Do you want to know a little secret Avatar?
Yeah, Avatar secrets, you guys.
Avatar's a remake.
Oh, yes. Go on, because I forgot what the deal was with that. But I know it's
Avatar is
the story is like practically.
It is.
Isn't it a story that's told a few different, like more than?
There is from my understanding, there is a couple versions, but the main one that they compare it to is Fern Gully.
Oh yeah,
with Robin Williams playing Batty.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yo,
Actually, really good. Like Robin Williams playing bad. You got Tim Curry as the bad guy.
Smog.
Yeah.
Or
Smog.
Hexus, I think. Hexus. I think.
And
That was good.
yeah, but basically it's exact same humans going. And it's the storyline is almost on point completely across. You know, you watch them back to back and go, oh, holy shit.
Yeah, there's like I swear there's like some classic story also.
And they
One
compare it to
that-
like the story of Pocahontas is like the old school one.
Space Pocahontas. That's
Yeah.
right, yeah.
It's like Space Pocahontas. Yeah, was
I've seen that porn. Oh wait,
classic?
It's a search.
yeah, you know,
Classic. It probably exists.
It's on VHS.
Rule 34. It exists.
It's hard
Yeah.
to find all that stuff on VHS.
Yeah, that was James Cameron, right? Was that James Cameron who
Yeah.
did Avatar? That guy.
It was
Just copying. just
Cameron
copying
Crowe.
You know,
Cameron, James Cameron
they do
Crowe.
all that. That's how people just copy shit nowadays. You know how hard it is to find porn on Betamax? it's not easy.
But the thing is, the tapes moved faster, so you got like a little bit higher quality.
No, my stepdad, like we had Beta. You know, like when you back in the day when you go to the video store, like it's VHS and then Beta. Beta had like 2 rows and it was always like, oh, it's a better picture quality. Yeah, because you only get 5 freaking pictures to watch out of Beta. So they got more time to make this shit. Like, oh.
Yeah, you don't have a lot to judge it against. There's only the best stuff ever bothered to be on there. So
Yeah,
how do you even know?
Yeah, as a young teenage adult trying to find porn, Beta was really difficult.
Damn. Thank God for the internet.
Well, yeah,
Even
that
with
was
the internet-
that was way after my not that I don't, you know, I definitely utilize it still.
Even with the internet, okay, I had this laptop that to talk to the internet, there was this card you stuck in the laptop, and it had a special phone wire that was a phone wire on one end, and on the other end, it was this weird proprietary thing that would bend and break once you stuck it into the card and like anything else happened. Especially if like you set the laptop down, there's this big old dongle thing sticking out of it that would then like bend from just the bed sinking down from this heavy ass old school laptop.
Oh,
Pushing
damn.
in, so it's just like a festival of you. So you finally bend it to just right where the phone is like connected to the card. You don't move, so you have to deal with this porn experience by not moving at all. There's another, and then you try to talk to Prodigy. All the other cool kids were on AOL. I was talking to Prodigy,
Yeah.
so we'd dial into Prodigy, and like the first 5 or 6 numbers would be busy, but it would ring like 11 times before it would pick up and be busy. So it was like an hour or 2 before you could even
Connect. And
Yeah.
then search for porn.
and then you wiggle the modem the tiniest bit, and you're disconnected.
You know, kids these days don't have they have no clue.
So
They have-
spoiled.
They're like I get mad now because for some reason in my shop the internet just stopped. Like the area, like I can't pick up anything on my phone. And I'm just like, what the hell? You know, but I go like 2 blocks over and it works fine. I go 2 blocks the other way, it works fine. My shop, nothing. It used to work just fine for years, and all of a sudden no more. Like something broke around there or something. But yeah, like now we have a plethora of knowledge and stuff at our fingertips, and if it takes more than 10 seconds to load up, we're mad. We're like, oh, what the hell?
You know what though?
Computers used to be the size of houses.
I've got a helpful tip on this that could be affecting you and many others. It could be your Wi-Fi channel. So modern routers have 2 Wi-Fi channels that you get. So if you get a semi-new router, you'll see that there won't be just 2 new networks to hook to, or 1 network, there'll be 2. One will be the traditional network, and the other one will be a 5G network. These 5G, this is different than the 5G for cell phones that's going to be rolling out soon. Totally different. This is just Wi-Fi's 5th generation. So if you have a newer router and you're have a new enough device, which doesn't have to be very new, laptops and phones from even a couple years ago, a handful of years ago, will still have this 5G option pop up. You want to make sure that you hook to that 5G one. Otherwise, if you've got an older device and you only see that one network pop up with your new router, you might have some issues with it because of all of your neighbors being on the same narrow band of frequencies that were available on that older thing. And so what you do to deal with that, so you got a couple older things in your house that can't use that 5G signal, you go into your router settings. However you do that, you usually do it from your browser. You'd look up what brand of router you have, or look it up from the Cox thing if you're here in Vegas with that Cox internet. But there's a web page you can go to that's settings for your router, and in those settings you can change the channel. So, and you can Google this to find out like a little guide to make it easy. Multiple people have made guides, but you can look up what channel is like least in use in your neighborhood. You can get a little free app for an Android phone or a free app for your computer that just shows you the different channels and how much stuff's going on each one. You just find which one's got the least people on it and pick that channel, and your router won't keep auto changing because the default setting is auto. What happens is your neighbor's routers automatically change channel because of who's on what, then yours automatically changes channel, and whatever device is on that channel, you see your internet just go slow for a second and then come back fast, just out of nowhere, annoyingly, all the time.
Doesn't help me at all, but yeah, maybe somebody else would.
There you go, guys.
I don't have Wi-Fi at the shop. Like, you just like here, I'm not on Wi-Fi.
You're just using the cell phone internet.
Yeah, and then like in my shop, it used to happen all the time. Now, not like zero. Like, I can't do anything, which, I relied on a lot from, customer stuff and part research and shit like that. And now I got nothing.
But that might be the way to get it good on your shop again, is just get a little bit newer router.
Yeah, well, I don't have a router at all. So
you're just not doing the shop's internet; it's just all cell phone time.
Yeah, just because I never needed it really. So I was like, I thought about what, maybe I should for my computer, but I don't use it that much. So
nah, you really, if you're not,
I'm old school. I'm like prehistoric.
Well, if you're not like watching Netflix at the office, it's not going to use up your cell phone data.
No, I have unlimited data anyway.
No, here's the thing: unlimited data is a total scam.
I still have it. And I still.
Okay.
Data the hell.
Here's why it's a scam. It's unlimited data, yes, but there's not unlimited high-speed data. And the moment you use up that high-speed data, then your phone still gets data. It's just like wait forever data. Like you start typing in an address, then you set your phone down, go to the bathroom, get a cup of coffee, and then like maybe Google Maps has pulled up the stupid address.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Well, a lot of services go down just to like a weaker 4G or like a 3G. On my particular provider, it's like unlimited internet, right? But as soon as I use up the high speed, it goes all the way down to 2G. So it's like the internet that like your Nokia phone used to get. So it's like useless. So apps will just say I have no internet, even though I'm technically hooked to the internet if I use up the high speed. Because it's just so slow, they just give up.
Damn scammers.
Right. Hey, F in the chats, you guys. Press F to pay respects.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Got a couple last little bits. So apparently Japan's been dropping plastic explosives on asteroids.
Yeah, this is a follow-up to that probe that they sent to
Yeah.
mess with that asteroid, right? To bully it. They
Yeah.
feel like if they cyberbully an asteroid, that will have science get done.
Yeah, totally. No, it's actually pretty cool. They just landed a little probe. Like, take that asteroid. We're the kings now.
That's like too much nerd for me. Right there. That's
There's
like
too many buzzwords at you.
like no, that was just like we're gonna bully an asteroid. Like who the hell come like?
Yeah, it was cool. They sent a probe and it had a giant like boxing glove on it.
Yeah.
Is
Just
that like
knock
the
it around.
slime from fucking Ghostbusters? Like when you talk shit to it, it gets mad. But if you're nice to the slime, it chills out.
Well, we think the asteroid might be what they say in the movie, telekinetically responsive or whatever.
Oh yeah. But no, it's kind of cool. They sent a little probe out to space to investigate an asteroid, and they landed it on the asteroid.
Pinched its cheeks.
Yep, dropped a little plastic explosives in there, and then the thing flew off. They had a little camera watching, and then they exploded it, and they're going to go in and take some samples and then send the probe back to Earth and drop a little container in the Australian outback, which I think that's going to be like the hardest part of the whole thing is like recovering the samples from the Australian outback, like depending on where it lands. Like, I mean, sending a probe into space, yeah, that's probably hard. It's certainly not easy.
That outback, though.
Yeah, and then like landing a probe on an asteroid, it's probably really difficult. Yeah.
It's a moving asteroid in space.
Yeah, it's really fucking hard. But, I mean...
Finding that thing in the outback, though.
Yeah.
Before something else eats it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You might GPS to it. It's probably sitting there flipping away, broadcasting its GPS. Whoever, like, hey, I'm right here. Oh, but wait, no, now I'm on this turtle and I'm right here.
Yeah, or it's going to be like guarded.
It's going to be a huntsman spider making a nest on it or something.
Yeah, some crazy shit. You have to fight through like hordes of venomous animals
It's
to even find it.
Inside a pouch of some kangaroo.
Oh man.
Side
I
note,
never-
I hear
slimy.
huntsman spiders actually are harmless for the most part.
Really?
Yeah, they're only 3 feet big spiders, but
oh yeah, those like giant ass.
yeah, they're like tarantulas. They look big and mean, but they don't.
But usually you can like hold them.
They
and
do
stuff.
nothing. They
Yeah.
don't care. It's the little bastards. It's always it's always a small one.
They got
that,
something
like,
to prove.
Yeah, I got something to prove. Like, hey, look, what's up? I'm the most poisonous thing on the planet.
Oh man.
Because I think it is. It's like a spider. It's like an itty bitty little spider that's like supposedly one of the most poisonous things on the planet that they know of. But the poison is that it doesn't create enough poison to really do anything.
Oh, gnarly.
But
It's
if
just
it
not
was
enough.
in size comparison, if it was like a human, it would like or a little bit bigger. It has a capability of killing anything in a single bite, but it's just not big enough to do anything about it.
Well, if that cadmium cream egg.
It's like North
dude-
Korea.
Yeah, it's just like North Korea.
We can destroy everything. We're just not big enough to really do anything with it.
Oh man.
Yeah, if that dude just ground up some of those spiders instead of his cadmium or whatever.
Yeah. No, there's the same thing. There's like a little tiny ass jellyfish that's like this big. That's
Yeah, maybe it's a jellyfish.
Highly
Maybe it's not.
toxic.
Maybe it's a jellyfish. I could have been wrong on the type of animal or creature that it was. But yeah, it's like, I think it was a jellyfish. It's like supposedly like most. It's the deadliest thing in the world, but just not by size.
Word. You guys, I think we have to find the tail end things. Do you have any?
Yeah, we can dive down this last one. It's kind of cool. So black holes. What are
Sun?
they?
Black hole.
Yeah,
sun.
black hole sun.
Dun,
Classic.
dun.
Black holes. What are they? Are they even real? Yes, they are, of course, because we can like see the effects they have, but we can't ever see one.
Hashtag matter is fake.
Yeah, matter is totally fake. But these astronomers are trying to observe a black hole or the event horizon of a black hole, which is the area surrounding a black hole,
Where the good stuff happens.
with the Event Horizon Telescope, which is like a series. It's like an array of telescopes, or different telescopes. And then they're trying to map two different black holes. The one at the center of our galaxy, and then some in some galaxy just called Messier 87.
That messy. Well, there's
Like,
a messy
man.
galaxy, and then there's the messier.
I mean, I know there's so many galaxies, like we have to throw names on them, but I
You
mean, can we be
spill
a
the
little
Milky
creative?
Way, it makes a Milky Galaxy.
This is definitely a French name. Just saying.
Yeah,
Not
totally.
saying that's good or bad. It just clearly is.
Yeah, but no, I think it's kind of cool. We might see some actual pictures surrounding a black hole. That'd be.
But
kinda
yeah, there are
neat.
people that still think the Earth's flat.
Oh man, dude, every time that don't man.
Don't get mad. We're gonna see some messy black holes. We're having
Yeah.
a good time. We all love those.
No, I'll dig on flat earthers all the time. No, actually, I saw this. There's this documentary on Netflix. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but it's called Behind the Curve. But in it, there's actually a segment where this scientist was at this like conference, and he actually brought up a good point that like, I mean, it is kind of fun to poke fun at people like that because you're like, really, the fucking Earth is flat, dude? No, but it's also like we should just try to educate them and be like compassionate in a sense, and not just totally like ridicule people like that, because they're probably in that situation because they found a group of people because they were ridiculed and some
Yeah,
of
they,
it,
But there's-
they
there's a
need the
difference-
companionship.
But there's also a difference between like, okay, I understand you have special needs because you're not all there, or you're just stupid. There's like
You had every
I'm-
opportunity.
I'm not compassionate to stupid people. If I
Yeah.
understand that, okay, I get it. You got some special needs. You need help. You need assistance. I get that.
It comes back to that halt thing, because some people are smart. They're just that lonely. So if you're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, you can come off really dumb. That's where you get in that flat Earth territory. You need to.
Yeah, but to take a nap and smarten up.
That's right.
fuck.
You need to grab
Have a Snickers.
have a Snickers, flat Earthers.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm a flat earther. I need a Snickers. Oh, what the hell was I thinking?
Get a Snickers and a hand job and get over it.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Snickers
jerk
in
off
hand,
with the
though.
Snickers. We don't care.
Yeah. Fuck the Snickers.
Do whatever. Yeah, stuff the Snickers right up your ass. Use some spunk lube.
That's how you learn that Earth is round.
Yeah.
What was the? Oh no, I was thinking of the dude from Goonies, Sloth, but he was the Baby Ruth, right?
Yeah, Baby Ruth.
That's why he wanted the Baby Ruth. All right, it's all coming together now.
I have to grudgingly tail it off because, as I'm excited to tell you, we're going to have two clueless dudes. That's the title of the cast, Two Clueless Dudes, coming up next. You guys stay tuned on RadioVegas.rocks for another excellent show.
I made a pyramid.
You made a pyramid.
Oh, yeah.
Tune into the video stream for pyramid time. Pyramid.
Yeah, see, that's where the echo comes in.
All right, you guys. We love you. Have a good one. We